Got a BJ70 here. I'm going to replace this entire assembly. Luckily, the new ones are available. So essentially what you got to do here is there's 4 bolts to remove. Once you remove those, that cap will come off. Then this whole assembly is essentially loose. There's a bolt here to undo. It was rusted, so I just cut this off. Oop. Bolt here, this snapped off, so I'll have to weld onto that bolt and get it out of there. Oops, down there. When I took this shield off, all these bolts were actually broken, so I had to remove them by welding some washers on there. All these hoses and lines underneath can be removed just from this position with some pliers. And yeah, so we're gonna get this thing out of here and get the new one in. So you see how loose this whole thing is now? Essentially it's just holding on to the main filler hose underneath. So unfortunately I can't really film and do this at the same time, so I'll show you what it looks like in a minute here with it removed. This was actually pretty straightforward. I just pulled this out this way and pushed this hose off, and looks like I've got it out. So that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to plug this hole here so no dirt goes in the tank, and I'm going to attempt to remove this, and then we'll get the new one installed. So this technique works quite well. You just put a washer over top of the broken bolt, weld the bolt to the washer, and rotate the washer off. Once again, it's really hard to film this while doing it, but I'll try and show you. It is loose now. You just grab the washer like so. You see? And I was able to access the back of this bolt, so I did cut it off, because usually what happens is the threads that are exposed are all rusted, and they're what caused the bolt to break. So it's a little awkward doing this with one hand, but for your viewing pleasure, I'll show you what this looks like. And then I'm going to put a new stainless steel bolt in there with some anti-seize, or at least put some grease on the threads or what have you, so it's easy to remove, but you should never have to replace this again, being that it's been on there for 38 years. This new camera likes to focus. You can see it's almost off there, so forgive the filming here. It's not the greatest, but it's almost off. Focus on that. And this is exactly how I did the 3 broken 6mm bolts that were holding the heat shield on, because all 3 of those broke as well. So focus, there you go. And always do yourself a favor and clean out the threads with a tap after you've done any of these rusted bolt removals. So hopefully that's just common sense and goes without saying, but you never know. There is a steel retaining ring that holds this gasket in place, as you can see here. I've just removed one end of it, so I'll just peel that out and then get the new one installed. So I've got the old one removed. Make sure you install the notch on the new one at the bottom. That's where the steel retaining ring comes together. There's the ring right there. See this gasket here? That's also available as well. So I'm going to be installing, they call it a shield, but I'm going to be replacing this also. There's the new seal installed with the retaining ring in place. Time to install the new fuel tube assembly. So just for reference, there's the old one beside the new one. I didn't want to take any chances, so I thought, well, the part's still available. I might as well order it before it goes obsolete and install it. So there you have it. There you have it, all installed. New stainless steel bolt here, stainless steel bolt here. The clamp was still salvageable. Really not a terrible job. If you like this video and you found it helpful, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next video.